Werewolves, half man, half beast, a creature cursed to roam the night beneath the full moon, hunting flesh, spreading terror. You've seen them in the movies, in horror novels, in nightmares, but the truth is far darker. For centuries, people did not laugh at werewolves. They feared them. They hunted them, and some were put on trial, accused of transforming into wolves, devouring children, and making pacts with the devil. Tonight, we journey back into the shadows of history and uncover three real cases of men accused of being werewolves. Each story a chilling chapter, each ending drenched in blood. It's 1589. The German town of Bedburg is gripped by fear. For years, villagers whispered about a creature in the forests, something killing livestock, mauling women, and tearing children apart. Their farms were cursed with blood, their nights filled with terror. The villagers soon turned their eyes upon one man, Peter Stump. He was no stranger, but a farmer, an ordinary man in their midst. Yet rumors grew that Stump had a secret, that he possessed a magical belt given to him by the devil himself, a belt that could turn him into a ravenous wolf. Captured and dragged before the courts, Stump confessed under torture. His words were sickening. He claimed to have murdered countless people, feasted on their flesh, and even committed atrocities against his own family. Whether these words were truth, madness, or the result of unbearable agony under the torture device known as the rack, we will never know. The punishment was as gruesome as the crime. Stump was tied to a wheel, his flesh torn with red-hot pincers. His arms and legs were shattered, his head cut from his body. What remained of him was burned, erased from the earth. But the villagers of Bedburg did not forget. For them, Peter Stump had not been a man at all, but a monster who walked as a wolf. Our next tale takes us to 1521 France, to the province of Franche-Comté. Here, two men, Pierre Burgot and Michel Verdun, were accused of unspeakable evil. It began, they said, with a chance encounter. Burgot told of meeting a dark stranger on a road, a figure who promised him protection if he would only renounce his faith. Burgot agreed. Years later, joined by Verdun, they claimed to have received an ointment, a salve that transformed them into wolves. What followed were stories of horror. The men admitted under torture to prowling the forests as beasts. They confessed to tearing apart children with their teeth, to ripping cattle limb from limb, to devouring flesh while their human forms slept. Villagers testified of missing little ones, of mutilated animals left behind in the fields. The judges heard enough. To them, Burgot and Verdun were not merely murderers. They were servants of Satan himself. Their bodies were bound to wooden stakes, and before the eyes of their community, flames consumed them. Their screams joined the smoke that curled into the night sky. For the people of Poligny, the curse was broken. The werewolves were gone. But what truly died that night was any trace of humanity in those two men. In 1692, in the windswept land of Livonia, modern-day Latvia, an old man named Thies of Kaltenbrunn was dragged before a court. The charge: witchcraft, heresy, and being a werewolf. But unlike others before him, Thies did not deny it. He did not tremble, he did not beg. Instead, he confessed openly. He said, He was a werewolf, but not the kind they thought. Thies shocked the court when he declared that he and other werewolves were in service not to the devil, but to God. He claimed that during certain nights, he and his fellow werewolves traveled to the depths of hell itself, battling witches and demons to return stolen crops and ensure the harvest. In his eyes, he was not cursed, he was chosen, a hound of God. The judges were horrified. To them, his words were blasphemy, a pact with hell disguised as virtue. They beat him with whips and exiled him, branding him a madman. Yet his strange testimony remains one of the most bizarre in werewolf lore. Thies was not a monster to himself. He was a soldier in an eternal war, a man who embraced the beast within for what he believed was a holy cause. These were not legends whispered by firelight. These were real men tried in real courts, condemned for crimes no jury today would believe. Some confessed under torture, others proudly declared their curse. Were they guilty killers or victims of superstition and hysteria? The answer is lost to time, but what remains is the fear of the beast that lurks behind human eyes, the fear of the howl beneath the full moon. And so as the night falls and the moon rises, remember, history tells us the werewolf walked among men, and who's to say it doesn't still?